What's cooking, Bianconeri? Welcome back to your latest favorite YouTube channel. Today we've got your latest rundown of all things Juventus, all the news that you care about most. As we know, the closer and closer we get to January, more and more Mercado rumors are about to pick up. So what's the first one we're talking about? First thing we have for you is Van De Beek, Donny Van De Beek. His name is coming back with a vengeance for Juventus as a potential target for them during the Mercado. We're going to talk about that. We can talk a little bit about the national team and their performance for Italy. And then at the end, how is this going to play out, not just the Italian national team, but all the other national teams that are playing around the world. South America could cause some more problems for Juventus in the upcoming weeks. Stick with us. We'll fill you in now. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back here in the Bianconeri'S zone. My name is Justin Sofro, and today is Sunday, October 10th, 2021, and of course I have your latest rundown of all things Juventus. First off, guys, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, join the community that we have here at the Bianconeri'S zone. If you're new here also, leave a comment in the comment section down below, let me know how you became a Juventus fan, or if you're not a Juventus fan, let me know if you're not a Juventus fan, how you became a fan of the club you are, and why you're following the channel. We appreciate you guys joining anyway. Anyway, let's just go and jump into it. What do we have for you with the news today? And the first news is the big name that a lot of you guys may be interested in, or you always care when it comes to transfer market. Let's be serious. First off, we're talking about Donny Van De Beek, and that is Nicola Schira, who's saying that Donny Van De Beek could leave Manchester United in January. Juventus have shown interest for the midfielder. Juve sports director Cherubini has talked with his agent G. Albers in the last days. Bianconeri are interested for a loan with an option to buy. Newcastle also want him. So another interesting turn of events. Donny Van De Beek has come with a vengeance that he could become the another Juventus player, a solid option for the midfield, a player that I'd be interested in. I think a lot of you guys would also be interested in bringing him into the Bianconeri. Let us know your thoughts and comments in the section down below. One of the things I found interesting by this was basically just talking about saying that Newcastle are also interested in him. The reason I'm so interested in that is because they have new ownership. They have that new oil money like everybody else has. I don't know if it's actually oil money, but it is. But yeah, they have all that money. Now they're going to be able to use to try to buy some players. Wonder how that changes the geography for the Premier League and just for the club in general, to see if Newcastle has this new resurgence as a club. So watch out for guys like them when it comes to players that they can buy, like Van De Beek or whatever have you. Well, actually, I want to comment on that in a sec. I want to comment a little bit on the new ownership and all that in a second. But let's just go ahead and get through this first. Anyway, also Daniel Longo is also saying that Juventus are moving for Van De Beek. Sales are needed first in the midfield. And of course, to get a player like Van De Beek, you're going to need Rabiot, Ramsey, whoever have you, McKinney, all those options to be heading out of Turin for Juventus to open up the books there to bring in a player like Donny Van De Beek, so that way they can pay him as well. And then we have the final little topic when it comes to that news, and that is Mirko Di Natale is saying that there have been contacts between Juve and Van De Beek's agents in the past few days. The Dutch midfielder has been liked for quite some time already, so nothing really too earth-shattering, but nice to have a little bit more of a concrete confirmation there that Juventus is kind of making a move for Van De Beek, trying to gauge his interest, gauge bringing him into the club. Seems to be more of on a path going forward along, so you can type him in with Tchouaméni, with Vlahovic as an option that they're really targeting, and then they can put Van De Beek in there in that group as well. So let me know your comments in the comment section down below, your thoughts on Van De Beek, bring him into Juventus. Would you like to see it? Just any thoughts you have there. Also, something I want to comment on is I saw some nonsense, and let me know if you disagree with me or if you agree with me, because this may be a hot take. I saw some stuff on Twitter, some rumblings of people just disgusted. Obviously, and I hate PSG as much as anybody, or dislike PSG. Don't hate them. We'll see. I just really don't like the PSG. The way they do things right now. It's more, is it jealousy? Might be a little jealousy. But yeah, PSG, you have Man City and their money, and now you have Newcastle, who's going to have that kind of oil money, just throw around, do whatever they want with. I saw some people saying that if Juventus ever had an ownership like that, if an oil money came in and did this to the club, I'd be done. Get the hell out of here. No, you wouldn't be. I'd be more than happy. That's fine. Give me all the money. I could go buy whatever player I want. Donnarumma would be a Juventus player. You can look at all the players that Juventus has either missed out on. Haaland would be a Juventus player. All these players that they could be, you could have that you could purchase without even a second thought. No, get out of here. I disagree with that. I understand when people say tradition, values, whatever. Get your values out of here. I just want a player who will give me what I need, or not a player, an ownership that'll give me what I need, which is buy all the players that I want and win. But no, I mean, it's a little bit an ugly way to look at it as a fan, but that's just kind of, honestly, it's a lot of jealousy. It's jealousy, guys. I have a lot of jealousy for people that can go and buy whoever they want when it comes to their club. So that's just my personal opinion. Let me know. I'm sure that's a hot take, and I'm sure a lot of you will disagree with it. But I would say that, honestly, if Juventus were in that position, I would not be complaining if we had an ownership that had that kind of money. Let's move on. I'm not trying to go against the Allegri family or anything like that. Obviously, the Freakins and all that. Or not Freakins. Anyway, you know what I meant. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic of the day, and that is actually about the South Americans and their return plan from international play. You said the Azzurri plan, all that going on, but what is going on there? Well, the South American players will be back on Saturday, and the game against Roma is on Sunday. It's another one of those situations where, what does that mean? What does that mean? Are they going to be able to play, or are they going to be? Is it going to be the back the day before and they had to quarantine or do whatever? I don't know. I don't understand what the full protocol procedures is in a time of a pandemic situation. So I don't understand if that means that they're good to go because they're the back the day before, or do they need to have some kind of procedural issues? Because I know there's been some guys, obviously, I guess if you test or whatever and you're clear, you're good to go. But I have seen other situations, where guys pop back and they're fine right away. So I don't know. Just something to keep an eye on in case anything were to get delayed or whatever happened. It's just really pushing it on that time. And again, we talked about it before about how it's not beneficial for the clubs that are paying these players for their national teams to do and operate the way they've been doing, at least with the scheduling with UEFA, CONCACAF, whatever have you. The scheduling is just not good. But talking about the national team, let's talk about the Azzurri. And here we talked about basically saying that Locatelli and Chiesa both started for Italy in their game against Belgium today, defeating the Belgian national team 2-1 in a match that absolutely meant nothing. And when I say that, it's just there was a player, I think, for the Belgian national team. I think overall what I would say is I agree with him because what he said was, why are we doing this? Why are we here right now? It's a waste of time. And I love the Italian national team as much as anybody, but this match meant nothing. It was unfortunate that they lost to Spain. Again, I know a lot of people don't care about Nations League at all, but if they were to play in the final, then I'd be a little bit different. But when it comes right now and they're playing in a third place game, it meant nothing. It was a waste of time. Good they won. That's great. But I just was worried about any more Juventus players getting injured, causing more issues for the current season that we're working on. The final part of that, and that would be that Opta Paolo also gave a update regarding the status of Robert Mancini, and Roberto Mancini is Italy's fastest manager to reach the milestone of 30 wins, played in the history of the Italian national team in the fewest matches. He played 44 matches so far and has won 30 wins. Obviously, I love my boy Robbie Mancini. He's done great for the for the Italian national team since he's come back. It gives me that hope and that dream that they could win a FIFA World Cup. I mean, they won the Euros. Now I'm kind of dreaming, come on, let's win the World Cup. Give me those feelings that I had. The reason that I love the sport to begin with. I mean, I started watching it obviously younger, but when that 2016 played, that's what made me truly love it. That's what made me fall in love with Juventus after that. And just everything with it. So I know that there's a lot of you that kind of agree with me. Would love to see if Robert Mancini can do this again with Italy. Winning the Euros and then winning the World Cup would be a fantastic, move for overall. Just to be able to celebrate that as a fan would be wonderful. So anyway, that's just really what I have. Not a lot going on today, to be honest. But we had the Italian national team playing. Locatelli and Chiesa both out there. A couple of opportunities there. But overall, what I really didn't want was them to get injured, and that's what I was worried about. But overall, the big story of the day was, of course, Donny Van De Beek. He is an option for Juventus. He is an option that they will keep a close eye on and hopefully be pursuing, more than likely be pursuing in the coming months that we have. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below and everything we talked about today. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, as well as it really helps our channel grow with the algorithm and everything going along with that, as well as hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos as soon as they drop. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow Bianconeri'S at Bianconeri'S on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at Justin Sofer on Twitter, and follow Julian Genotti at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.